Hello everyone, welcome to our play of Mad TV, a Rainbow Arts title. I always think about Turrican when I see that Rainbow Arts logo pop up. What's going on, Michael? Welcome. We had a go of this yesterday. Yesterday was sort of the stream where we learned how to play it, and that took about an hour. And now I think I've got a handle on how to do this. So we're gonna make a real go of it this time, of really making sure we win the heart of Betty and take this station to greatness. I am playing off an ADF on Amiga Forever, and as you can see, the loading times are here. I do want to make sure that I have turned this to let's see, how can I do this? Okay. Okay. So we definitely want easy. And yeah, we're ready to go. So today in the United States is Veterans Day. So I've been enjoying my time off here. And very thankful to all of the veterans out there who have sacrificed so much so I can sit at home and play Amiga games all day. Hey Duncan. Well, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we have to start by programming nothing but cultural programs, which is no problem. We know how to do that. Really, I'll tell you, the thing that this game should have done was started you in your office. It's very confusing to not start out here because it doesn't tell you that this is really the most important room in the game. Starting you in this cavernous office building, I think that was a mistake. Really, the whole concept of moving from room to room doesn't even matter. You could have fast traveled, or but I guess that adds something maybe. This looks like a transit map over here. I guess it looks like the map of the tube. Okay, so everything takes place from your computer here as it loads. I got a cappuccino from Speedway. Speedway is a convenience store / gas station right near my house. It is super sweet. Okay, so everything looks fine. We've got everything programmed for cultural engagement. So what we need to do is fill this time with advertising. So we're going to leave. Back out of it. And go over to the advertising agency. And the way that travel works in this game is you can either click on the door itself. There's little pop-ups that show you where everything is. Or you can go to an elevator. And then once the elevator picks you up, you can choose where you want to go. That's probably the easier way to do it. So we need to go to our advertising agency. How's the music? Is it music, audio levels okay? Music in this game is very good. This particular music reminds me of music from Goonies 2 on the NES. I don't expect any of you have played that. It's kind of an obscure game, but it's what this reminds me of. Okay, so we need to buy some advertising here. I want to see if there is anything. So Lufthansa, this is like free money because we don't need to have any particular minimum of people watching to get it. So let's take that. And Andre Design. Okay, I'm not sure if Tough Whip is what we need right now. So, just to tell you what's going on down here, this is what's currently airing on your station. This is who's currently watching it. So, when you just got the old folks, that means your ratings are not that great. So we're going to back out of this. And go back to our office, which, again, it's just easier to just go to the elevator. Your station runs from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. After 1 a.m., the game resets and it's like day 2. So you see our time down there at the bottom. Okay, now things I still don't understand. As time goes on, more and more of these white things will appear on your desk. I don't know what they are, but that's one thing that I don't understand. Okay, back to the computer. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slot in our advertising. Yeah, I agree, Duncan. It would be great if you could just, or even just, you know, right-click and it'd take you to that map of the office building. But I'm sure that they wanted to add some charm, which is fine. Okay, so we're going to take, these are our advertising campaigns, I believe. Okay, and plug this in here. Here. Well, all right, let me put that there. And I'm not sure if it makes sense to stagger these out or not, but we're going to try it this way. Oh, just this is the most irritating part of the game, is that anytime you've got to drag or drop something, just it's not very exact. I mean, well, you have to be very exact with where you drop it. There's not like a magnet. Okay, so I guess we'll be showing these ads more. We're just going to fill up. This is just experimenting. We're just going to experiment and see what happens here. Okay. So the news, nobody watches the news. The news, I guess, comes on every 10 minutes of the hour or something like that. And everybody goes away during that time. But see, we've got this program on, Modern Painters Picasso, and we've got this lady watching with her knitting. And this is basically all we can do for the rest of the day. The first slot's pink because that is time that has already passed, free lunch. So this is currently once airing. and it will slowly, the rest of the thing will slowly turn pink. Okay, so we will leave here. And just wondering if I can click on anything, if anything fun happens. Oh! Oh, so this is the, yeah, I definitely don't want to save my game. Because with ADFs, that stuff isn't built in, and I don't know what my current hard disk setup is on the emulator. So I believe that these are supposed to represent, well, I don't know if they're supposed to represent different households or not, but you do see a wide variety of characters here in the thing. Okay, so we've got $200,000. So one big mistake I made last time was not understanding how to manage my money correctly. I bought all of these screenplays, and then I couldn't afford actors to cast so they could get made. So we do need to buy a screenplay. So we're going to go over here. And look for the screenplay agency. The heart gauge is for your love interest, whose name is Betty. So when you're programming, and she's also some executive, I think, in this TV station. So when you're doing your programming, you want to program things that she likes. Okay, so here's our screenplay office. This guy, he says, I'm busy, just take what you want, I think. Yeah, you have to look for your junk. Okay. So we've got Trendy, Tricky Dicky, question mark, sci-fi series. Why don't we go with the sci-fi series? Okay. So we've purchased that. That's taken a good chunk of our budget out. Okay. Got a programming change here. So our ratings are pretty pathetic, but this is just what we have to do today to get that, to win the cultural Sammy, which is what the boss wants. Okay, so now we go back here. And I think we want to go to the studio. Oh, another thing I forgot to do. Well, there's many things you need to do here. Very movie studio-like sound. So anybody doing anything fun this week? Anybody got any big plans? All right, so I'm gonna put this on the table. The studio is too small, so apparently I've just wasted my money. Can I throw it away? I guess I should have paid attention to that. I need 2 studios and 1 block. All right, so we'll back out of here. So that was a mistake. I think I wasted some money. Oh, that sounds thrilling, driving across Nebraska. I've never driven that far west before. I've only flown over those states. So, but I hear there's a lot of corn in the Nebraska, Kansas area. I've been to Kansas, but I've flown there. Okay. Info board. There is a way that you can expand the studios, but I don't know how to do that. Let's go up to the... Okay, before we do that, we got to go back to the library. No, I don't want to do that. Shoot. I need to go to... Okay, I think I just made some... Did I just make money, or did I just lose money? My money has changed. Okay, I need to go to the news. What's happening is that I need to purchase some things for the news to talk about. I think that's why the news has got no ratings. Windsor Castle sounds awesome. Duncan, the Chatsworth Estate is the only place that I went to when I was in England. It was anything like that, but that's more of a country house, of course, than a castle. Yeah, I hope that I made some, Michael. Okay. So here we are in the new studio. And what I need to do is, let's see. I just need to choose one thing from each. So we'll put this in there. Again, this is the part of the game that I dislike. Okay, and maybe one of these. Oh, okay. How do I get to the other categories? Click on this? No? Alright, this is something I thought I understood, but I guess I don't understand it. That's the info board. It's all the same. Okay, okay. Alright, I guess we'll just... Come on. Okay. So I've slotted those things in there. Yeah, this is... Okay, so I've really run down my budget here. Boy, my current ratings are not great. Okay, so basically, except for not knowing how to program in these other kinds of news, I believe that I've done all I can do at the moment. Okay, so luckily I think that we are talking about something now, because if you look at our rating has gone way up from what it was. Probably should have done that right off the bat. The old codger is back. Okay. Okay. Yeah, everybody keep an eye on the money. Okay, I think I remember 67. So now I want to go over to our library. Again, very cool music. Especially after, you know, so many Amiga games just really dropped the ball on having in-game music. I'm glad this one does it right. Yeah, it's pretty funny news, Duncan. Nebraska. What do I know about Nebraska? Home of the band 311. I think that's it. Springsteen album. Yeah. The Cornhuskers. Isn't that their mascot? I don't know much about Nebraska. Okay, so in our library here, we've got this wacky guy. And we've also got one series. So this series is Modern Painters. Okay, but we need to populate this with some other things. So I need to buy some movies. Again, I kind of screwed up by buying a screenplay that we can't afford to produce. Or we don't have the studio space to produce. So we got to make our money back the other way. Oh, the album was named Lincoln. And I believe that it's not Lincoln, Nebraska. I think it's Lincoln, Massachusetts, where Flansburgh and Linnell are from. Oh yeah, I forgot about Carhenge. Welcome, Joe the Zombie. Carhenge, where the demons grind. Alright, so we need to go to our movie agency. I think that's what we want. You're getting the authentic Amiga action with load times here. It's kind of neat, though. I think that the city gets darker, you know, surrounding the building as time goes on. I really hope our game has not froze. I haven't experienced that, though. I think it's just taking its time. This is the first time that I visited the movie agency. A little bit disconcerting now. I really wish that the WHG load version of this was in English, but the okay, but it's not. It's in German. Yeah, that is a cool touch. It's like an inverted TV. Okay. So what we need here is, oh, these are real movie titles too. Huh. Couldn't get away with that today. Okay, Karate Kid. That's 50 grand. Takes up 2 blocks of time. I got a programming change here. Okay. Cultural program. I don't need any more cultural programs. What's this? So Betty is a fan of the cultural programs. That's pretty much your incentive for doing that. Okay, so I guess with movies, you are you buy the movies, The screenplays are for like in-house studio TV shows, which makes sense. So we'll take this. That brings us down to 17, which is slightly scary. Does this guy have any tips for us? Oh, what is this? Even more things? Okay, well, I can't afford any of these anymore. Oh, there's old Hudson Hawk. Okay. Yeah, so we're pretty much done now. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Now I truly believe that we are done. Let's go back to our studio, or let's go back to the screenplay room and see if we can. Okay, our money has gone up. We've made a little bit of money. I think our advertising rate should go up tomorrow when we can show stuff that's not just cultural programming. Man, remember that, like, the Sham Wow guy and, like, all of that, like, scandal? Man, I haven't thought about Sham Wow guy in a while. There were a lot of Shammy-based infomercials back in the 90s. Was one called like Shambhalala or something like that? Yeah, you don't see that as much anymore. Maybe I'm not watching as many late night infomercials as I was when I was in high school. Okay. So I should have bought something that was one studio. So this is, I can afford this. I'm going to buy this trendy show. But again, I'm going to be screwed because I'm not going to have enough money to cast it. Can I give this back to you? No returns. Cuts like a knife, screenplay guy. And that's the cheapest thing out there. All right. $2 grand. I'm really going to have to be making my money back tomorrow. I'm hoping that the news programming I don't have to buy every day. Although I might. Who are Rhett and Link? Free lunch. Okay. Back to the studio. Now, I know it is possible to ask for more money, which I may need to do tomorrow. At least now we got some music to let me know that the game is not frozen. I think so, Joe the Zombie. There's a lot of moisture that needed to be wicked up. Okay. So, the way this works is you put this there, and you talk to this guy, and he says, new shopping list, and then we need to go and hire these people. So there's a lot of systems going on in this game. In the instructions, as we discovered yesterday, somebody has typed out the instructions for this, but it's just like a text file, and sometimes it's not visually organized in such a way that I could really grok it right away. So it's been mostly trial and error. Okay. Now we need to go to the supermarket, which is where you go for casting, because that makes sense. This is great. I want this soundtrack. I wonder if anybody has put this soundtrack on YouTube. If they have not, I may put this soundtrack on YouTube. Okay. So we got our dude here. We need equipment. Now I think for 2,000, I'm not sure. I don't think we can hire the people that we need, but we're going to check to see. Okay. So we need a MC and 2 star guests. Yeah, we can't afford any of these guys. Humor, appearance, skill. How about our star guest? Yeah, again. Okay. I believe that they're signaling me that today is the end of the first day. So what will happen now is I'll catch the elevator out of here, leave for the night, and come back in the morning. It's amazing to think about in the days before electronic communication, how there were runners that would essentially just, you know, run errands all through an office building like this all day long, and that would be their job. Okay, so I'm in the hole now. So I definitely need more money. Oops. I need to go to the boss. And nope. Okay. So at this point, I think the best course of action is going to be restarting the game. And maybe buying or putting in an additional more advertisements and getting right into the news. I think we lost time when we did the news last time, where we lost money because I didn't program the news right away. So here's what we're going to do. We will do that and restart here. Okay, third time's the charm with Mad TV. Joe the Zombie, how's the house going? Are you making progress? I'm looking over at the chat like I'm talking to you, and I realize that I'm looking away from you because the camera's over here. I don't know if it makes more sense to put the camera over there. Of course, it ruins our awesome neon light effect. I don't know. What do we prefer? Maybe everyone is just gone now. That would be okay. Yeah, it's cold here too. It's like in the 30s. Current temperature. Should put the current temperature on my phone. Current temperature is 36 degrees, 41 degrees. A little bit warmer than it was this morning. I think I like this better because it's like when I'm looking over to the chat to talk to you like this. This is running through, well, yeah, I mean, it's Amiga Forever, which runs on top of WinUAE. What I could do, though, make sure that if I haven't done this already, is turn on turbo mode. Which I don't know how to go. Trying to think about how. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I just got to figure out how to. All right, let's just start from the beginning one more time. Okay. Let's go here, and then make sure that this is on turbo. And okay. So I have put this on turbo mode now. But at the end of the day, I guess you're still reading data off a disk. Okay. So first thing we need to do is go to the news and okay. So Show Business and Sundry costs a lot more. Oh, I see. Each time I click on this thing, so it's like adding stories maybe. Okay, I guess I should just like put it over to the side and it will like glom on. Okay, and maybe tomorrow we'll have a new newswire. Okay. Now we need to go to our advertising agency and get the ads going. Okay. I've lost. There it is. Okay. 3 adverts in 2 days. Five adverts in 3 days. Okay, let's try the Tough Whip. We don't have the ratings for... Oh, maybe we do. Okay. Let's try and go here. I wish there was a pause button or something. I need to go to our office. And plug these ads in. Especially while our ratings are still pretty high. Okay. I hope that I've done this correctly. Hey, Colin. How are you, man? I'm doing just fine. I've got a good feeling about this run of Mad TV. I feel like I've got a handle on it. Okay, now we need to go to the studio, or to the screenwriter, get that trendy script, pay for our actors, and start production. So screenplay agency. If I can keep this rating going, we're going to be in good shape. What are you up to today, Colin? Okay, trendy. Get out of here. What? Oh, okay. That's fine. I didn't mean to go there anyway. Where I wanted to go was our studio. Okay. Plop that right there. Now we talk to this guy. Look at this, 1.2. That's our highest ever rating. You know that I've seen. Let's get our shopping list going here, and then leave. I've seen kind of differing reviews on Red Dead 2. The early press was extremely effusive, and then sort of second look reviews have been less so. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's I know it's definitely crazy financially successful. Let's see here. We need to go to the supermarket and cast our film, or our series. Yeah, you're right, Duncan. It is loading quicker than it was. I don't have that scary sensation that things have gone horribly wrong. Okay, so we're going to go as cheap as possible here. Let's have Mick Otello. He's going to be our host. Our first star guest shall be this person. Oh no. And Bill Cherry. Okay. What is this? I guess our set. We can go with the advanced set. And our last star guest, Alf. Okay. Hey, look at our money. We made money. I think. Maybe we, actually, I don't know if we made money or not. Okay. So we've got everything we need. Now let's make this show happen. I think the comments that I found that were less than positive were sort of the monotony of the combat missions, but like I said, I guess a lot of it just depends on whether you like that particular mechanic or not. Okay, now we need to go back to the studio. But I'm sure it's a game you can sink tons and tons and tons of hours in. Yeah, Lob Terminator, today is going a lot better than yesterday. Okay. Start production. Bam. We did it. We did it. Okay. We still have 110 grand to play with. Trying to think about what else we could do now. Go up and see Betty. So this is our love interest in this game. And of course she hates me. So we got to work on that. So we got a respectable, any kind of a rating at all is better than none. That's the way I see it. Oh, look at this guy. International Peace League. All right. Trying to think of anything else that we might want to do now. The library, news. Let's go to the movie agency and purchase a film. I remember this from last time, and for whatever reason the movie agency took longer to load than the other screens. Okay, but not nearly as long as it used to. So, it's weird. I guess there's just, these are randomly selected. So this is good with the critics and good with the box office. I guess that is too. Which one is this? Bonnie and Clyde. That's 2 blocks. Rosemary's Baby, 38,000. Hey, Lefarius. I believe that has already been released, Duncan. Are you talking about Cobra Kai? I think we're going to go with, oh, what was that one? It was only 5,000. Oh, it's a cultural program. We got enough of those. I think we're going to go with Rosemary's Baby. That seems to be a good deal. Yeah, I believe that several of the our fellow Discorders have been watching it. Okay, and now we need to go to the library of Mad TV. It's very strange how this guy turns into a lizard. Okay, so we really want to air the gods of Bali. I don't think I can sell these. I think that's just how we're stuck with those. So that's okay. Okay. I'm trying to think of anything else we can do. I think it might have been March of last year, Duncan. Let's see what's in the laundry room. Or maybe it's a new season of Cobra Kai. All right. Okay. Well, Any other place we... Oh, yeah. The porter. That's who we need to talk to. He's supposed to give hints. Look at him. He seems like a trustworthy individual. Hello, Archie. Okay. Well, he's not much help. I'm just glad that the newest season of Bake Off, British Bake Off, that just ended in the UK, has arrived on American shores. So Eve and I started watching that last night. We just finished the season prior, and so we just rolled right into the new one. Okay, we've never been to the weapons dealer. Let's see what they're all about. All right. Oh, I can totally understand why it's popular. The hosts are, you know, the celebrity chefs are entertaining. The hosts are compassionate and funny. I think less so about the original two hosts, but I love the guy from the IT crowd and the girl. And they seem to have a very good mix of contestants. They do a good job in casting the chefs, so you get a good mix of different personalities and things. And plus, the dishes that they make are just amazing. Okay. Let's go back to the advertising agency, because I'm going to need... Wasn't he in the IT crowd? Wasn't that the guy? From the scary guy and that lives in the closet? Or is that a different guy? I always thought that was him, but it's been a while since I've seen the IT crowd. Okay. Oh. This is not where I wanted to go. Oh yeah, I'm sure he's done tons of other stuff. That's just the only thing I know him from. Okay, we need to go to the advertising agency. Okay. There's no penalty for this bike shop. Right, add that there. And then we definitely want this one that calls for an action movie. Yeah, I don't know why. That doesn't make sense to me, why we'd want that. Look at our ratings. Our ratings are nothing. That's not good. We don't have the ratings power to make that happen. Okay. Okay. I think we should be okay now. We've got less than an hour left before the end of our first day. I do kind of wish that they would mix up these pictures a little bit. Like this goes for like all the cultural programs look like this. Yeah, I mean, I would hope that we've got one person watching at least, so I was hoping there would be something going on here, but nothing is going on here. I also don't know, we've run a whole day of cultural programming and Betty's heart meter has not gone up at all. So it's possible that I still do not understand exactly how that works. Let's go back to our studio. Oops, that's Sun TV Studio. Sorry you've got some foul weather, Duncan. It's been drizzly and dreary here all day long. There are. We did win the Sammy last time, but I don't believe that we'll have to check tomorrow. Maybe Betty's heart meter only gets updated once a day. Okay, are we done? I guess we're done. So if we go back to our library, maybe that program will be there. That would be sweet. That's no good. Hail is never a good time. Okay, library. Oh yeah, there it is. Series. Right? No. Who done it? Show. Maybe it's just show. Okay, yeah, there's our show. So we can schedule that tomorrow. So, we got $7,200. Or maybe 72,000. Okay, we've lost 50,000. All in all, you're not that bad at your job. Okay, that's better than before. All right. So now let's go to the newsroom. Okay, and we do have other things now, so that's good. So we can put in we'll go that. This. See, this is all old news. I don't understand that. Okay, so this is today. I guess the maybe it's okay to have oh shoot. Okay, at least we got all the colors there. Porn photographer wins the lottery. Awesome. All America laughs at Hippopotamus Minister. Okay. Now we need to go to our office, schedule today's shows. Maybe these little white things is just like every day there's another one of those there. Okay. So let's start with our new show, Trendy. And then we'll add maybe a cultural program, The Gods of Bali. No, jeez. And then a action movie, Rosemary's Baby. And then our Modern Painter series at 11. Maybe replay. Can we replay Trendy? Oh, we need to put in an ad before it's too late. Show! Look at this, look at this. Where's our biggest? Can I show Rosemary's Baby twice? I don't know how that's going to play. We'll find out. All right, so we set it up, and okay, we're down to 11,000. So if we don't get some major advertising dollars here, it's going to be game over again. Let's go up and see Betty. There's the Sammy. Oh yeah. Current price. All right, so that's good. Let's go talk to the porter. No use to me. I really hope we get a big bump from this Rosemary's Baby. We definitely don't have enough money to fund another production, so that's out of the question. Let's just see what we have here in our production shop, or our screenplay shop. Nothing. Okay. Bring on the masses of people. I guess we gotta have a news segment. Ramped up a little bit, right? Okay. Here we go. Not sure that we need a kid on the couch for Rosemary's Baby, but whatever. And I guess, you know, this is really a question that I have. Oh, who's this guy? Why is he going to the library of Mad TV? Uh-oh. Wonder where he went to. All right, anyway. Why are we off the air? Program canceled. What does that mean? Should I not show Rosemary's Baby that early in the day? Is that the problem? Hey Bill, how's it going, man? Have you ever played this before? Alright, we need to go back to the office and get something on the air. We still have a rating of 60 though, for, or 0.6 for having a test pattern, so that's gotta mean something, right? That was a dumb move on my part, though. I should not have shown Rosemary's Baby at like 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night. So this is not related to that, surprisingly. Why? How did that get canceled? See, I don't understand this. I don't understand this at all. Yeah, but this is not related to Mad Magazine. It's just a coincidence. And all we've got are a bunch of stupid cultural programs. Nobody's going to watch these things. Oh, we got to stick them in here. Yeah. And our show, I guess we can only show the show once. Maybe we'll just show Modern Painters the rest of the night. Adventure Travel, it says action movie Whodunit or Sundry, please. And the Rosemary's Baby was categorized as an action movie. It does look like him, you're right, Bill. It does look like Alfred E. Newman there on the cover of the box. All right, so we've gone off the rails here. We were doing so well. Go play Game Boy for a while. And the worst part is I just don't know what to do. Now, I did get a good report from my boss, so maybe he will let me borrow some money. All right. Not in favor of that. We do have the ratings to make money from this advertising. $11,600. Let's just double check. We can't finance another production. Or can we go back to the studio? Well, I don't understand, Duncan. Oh, the porter. Good idea. Let me just double check. 85, 45,000, 85. Yeah, we can't afford any of it. Okay, so we'll go talk to the porter. Okay, porter. Nope, no dice. Where else have we never been before? How about the real estate agency? Look at this guy. Okay, so you can buy studio spaces. So that's where some of my money went, is that I was going to give a studio. No, I don't want to give that studio up. So I guess there is a way maybe to get more studio space, but I don't know how to do it. Just a lot of I can't use these premises. I played it for about an hour yesterday to just kind of figure out what was going on with the help of the awesome folks in the chat here. Today's excursion with Mad TV has been more successful in that I understand how more of the mechanics of the game work, but I still am a long way from really being successful at it. This is day 2, and it's oh, there is a pause. Okay, well that would have been useful to know. See what's going on. Oh, here's another thing we haven't looked at. You can check and see what's going on other channels. So I think it may be. So right now on Fun TV, we've got a cultural program on the Third Reich. That doesn't exactly scream Fun TV to me. And on, I think this is Sun TV, cultural program, living next to a nuclear power plant. So we are the worst rated program on television with our modern painters. Maybe we should not have that anymore. Yeah, it's it's like a thinking man's elevator action. So let's go ahead and go back to our schedule and see. Maybe our cultural programs would do better ratings-wise, which I think I have scheduled. But this is a cool game, Bill. You being involved in the industry, and by the industry I mean the business. You know, you have to get studio space. You have to buy a screenplay. You have to cast it. What's funny is you go to the supermarket to cast your production, then go to the studio and produce it. So there's I mean, you see all the facets here. And then you schedule it, you buy the advertising. Okay, we're going to get rid of this thing and we're going to put in a cultural program. Okay, so we did make a little bit of money there. Let's go ahead and do the Gods of Bali again. And we need to change our advertising campaign to Tough Whip. And I hope they're not one of these. Okay. We don't need to have any minimum rating, so that's good. And then we're going to just put the bike or maybe super furniture. Oh no, we've got to have much higher. Look at our rating, 0.05. Oh my gosh. Our old codger is falling asleep here. You should try this, Bill. I think you'd have a blast with it. What we need to do is throw in that bike shop ad. Oh, the bike shop ad we've already exhausted. We're going to have to pay a hefty penalty. All right, we'll just throw in one extra Tough Whip ad, I guess. Okay. Music's also very good. Okay, well, let's go down. You know, one thing we haven't looked at is the presence option in the supermarket. Let's go to the info board, actually. Let's see what that is. It's just that, I guess. Okay, supermarket. What? Okay, I don't want to do that. Okay. Now we'll go to presents. So I guess this is what you use to like pay off your stars. It's kind of neat. Yeah, I've got to buy a shopping list in the studio first before I do anything else. Okay, we are making money. We're back up to 44,000. It's still not enough to fund a production. And what's going to happen in less than an hour, the day is going to reset. And I think that we're running on an operating budget of, I think it's going to charge us 50 grand a day to even keep in business. So unless something happens, this might be the end here pretty soon. Yeah, Stan Lee. I didn't realize Douglas Rain, voice of Hal. Interesting. But yeah, Stan Lee, he had a good run, 95 years old. But a big loss. I'm sure all my students will be talking about it, you know, because of the movies. Comics are now so much bigger than they were when I was in school. You know, everybody knows everything about Marvel and stuff. Biocontrolled biodynamic monster building. Let's go up there and see what's going on in there. I might not have the key to get in there. Literally no one is watching this what is this thing? The Ancient Nepal Cultural Program. Interesting. Right. Yeah, nothing else. Nothing else to do, really. I'm just gonna wait till the hour changes and then leave and then come back and see how much we're in the hole here. I mean, it would have helped definitely if I would have known how to pause the game at the beginning, but I don't know if it would have helped that much. I really don't know. So I guess the program was canceled due to lack of ratings. I'm not even sure how that happens, but I still don't understand the whole Rosemary's Baby thing. I thought that was a surefire winner. Okay, so we haven't. Yeah, we still lost about 50 grand. Let's see what the boss says. Yeah. All right. So the last thing we're going to do today is we're going to go in here and we're going to give the boss what for. I've had enough. I quit. Oh boy. That is no golden parachute. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and playing some Mad TV. Thanks. I want to thank everybody in the chat: Duncan Styles, Amiga Bill, the Guru Meditation, Henrik, Lefarius, Free Lunch, Joe the Zombie, Colin 316, Michael Ryan. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Lobsterminator. And we will see you. I'll see you on Friday, this coming Friday, when we film our next episode of Amigos. So until then, guys, adios.